Fentanyl may be the world's top narcotic menace, laying waste to tens of thousands of lives in the U.S. and elsewhere. But in the mountains of Central Asia, the old-fashioned and dreaded opium has more Afghans addicted than ever before, even despite a Taliban-imposed ban on poppy plant cultivation from whence opium is derived. Shaista Sadat Lami narrates this VOA report of Mohammed Zaman Sohail from Jalalabad.
Muzammil Shah says for 9 years he's been addicted to heroin, opium, methamphetamine, and hashish. He lives with other drug users in an empty lot in Jalalabad, Afghanistan, and hasn't been home for a long time. His wife and 3 children are left alone at home without any help.
It's so painful to me because one night is like 10 years when I'm away from my kids. I'm married by my choice, and it was a love marriage. But due to opium and meth, I never experienced or tasted married life or adulthood.
Until last year, Afghanistan ruled as the world's biggest poppy producer. But a Taliban-imposed moratorium on the plant that produces opium has cut cultivation by up to 95% in some areas. Still, the Taliban acknowledges the country is suffering under high addiction rates, and that as many as 4 million people who are addicted to drugs are scattered across Afghanistan. Afghan experts say there is not enough information to help those struggling with the disease.
There is no international assistance, so there is no research on the numbers of drug users and no information about addicts or how many addicts we have in society. And we won't know about the reasons for addiction. If there is no information or no data, it will hurt our society.
More than half of the drug treatment centers closed after the Taliban takeover 3 years ago, and lack of funding keeps them shuttered. But Yusuf Khan and others who were admitted to treatment centers in Jalalabad say they are a huge help to people with drug addictions. Khan is now in recovery.
I regret it. Our life started from now. We were like dead people when we were using drugs. Our conscience was dead, and our feeling was dead.
Muzammil Shah also wants to see the Taliban open more treatment centers. He also believes that in addition to banning poppy cultivation, the buying and selling of drugs should also be stopped.
If they capture smugglers and drug dealers, nobody will go to a place to use drugs. No one will be crazy to go to a place to use drugs. They will not be able to use drugs.
Shah and others addicted to drugs say that despite the Taliban's effort to stop poppy production, drugs are still readily available. For Mohammed Zaman Sohail in Jalalabad, Afghanistan, Shaista Sadat Lami, VOA News.